number one on the main points of the story, and number two on the situations in Cambodia and Indonesia. Before we have the report to the whole class, I want you to discuss among yourself. First, share your reports with your group members, and then you will give the report for the whole class. Okay? Now you can have it for 5 minutes. Especially the two presenters, practice that with your classmates and see whether you have done that clearly enough.
What is artistic arrangement or design of events in the story or plot?
Two people to stop. I don't think so. Okay, maybe you can say that some. Sleeping.
Especially the two groups in charge of the report on Cambodia and Indonesia. Tell us what is the situation there. What are the problems that people find and why they have the problems? Focus your report on these two issues. The problems there and why they have that kind of problem in Indonesia or Cambodia. Okay?
So from this part we can see the characters is a personality or attitude from a person in story. And the types of the characters are divided by two categories. The one is role and personality. And from the role we can divide it into two. It is first a major and minor characters. And from the personality we can see a flat, round, static, dynamic, stock, hero, anti-hero, and illusions. So from this story we can see Della and Jim is the major characters. Why Della is considered to be the major characters? Because she appears from the beginning until the end of the story. And Jim can be also said it is a major character because he's another person who has a relationship with Della, the first major character. And the minor character in the story is Madame Sofroni, who was the woman buying Della's hair for $20. Why she is the minor character? Because she only appeared in the middle of the story for a moment. And for the character's personality, Della is a dynamic character because in the stories her physical appearance changed. But Della can be also called have a flat character, since her way to interact with other characters throughout the story tends to be the same from the beginning until the end. And Jim's character we can call as a flat and static, because Jim's way of talking remains the same since he only appears almost in the end of the story. And he's static because his physical appearance doesn't change at all. And the last kind of character in the story is stock character, which is Madame Sofroni, because she tends to be the only complement character.
Okay. Then in your opinion, who is the hero or heroine in the story?
The hero.
Yeah.
I think the hero is the Della, because she did the sacrifice things.
She did this. And how about Jim?
Jim.
Yeah. Do you think he makes sacrifice?
Jim also make a sacrifice, but I think Della. But I think Della.
Della. Why?
Only Della.
Only Della. Why?
Because I think Della is the first one didn't sacrifice.
Okay, okay. Do you agree with Patrick? If I ask you who is the major or the hero, the most important character in the story, I think I agree with Patrick, but can you provide with more? Can you provide with more reasons why you consider Della is more important than Jim? Anyone? Do you agree? If I have to ask you to choose who is the most important character in the story, will you choose Della or will you choose Jim? If you choose Della, please raise your hand.
I would choose Jim.
You choose Jim. Why, Joseph?
Della cut off her hip.
Mm-hmm.
Here can go back.
Okay.
But Jim sold his watch, and the watch is very important to him.
Okay.
He can. He's not sure if he can get the watch.
Okay, I see your point. Do you agree with Joseph? He believes that Jim sacrifices more because there might not be a chance for him to get back his watch. But for Della, the hair can grow back. Okay, that's what Joseph thinks.
The watch can also buy it back.
You see, you can buy back the watch?
Maybe.
Okay, maybe there's a chance.
It's
Okay,
not the same, but it's different.
okay, that's what Jack thinks.
But they are poor. They don't have money.
But they can still make money. They are poor. Maybe they can. Maybe Della will give another watch in the next Christmas day.
Maybe before they have some money, the watch.
Ivy, yeah, say again.
Or maybe before they have the money, the watch will be sold already.
Oh, maybe the watch will be gone. Okay, that's what Ivy thinks. Other opinions?
I think if the watch has special meaning to Jin, and Jin will sacrifice more, but it's nothing. But it's just a watch, and it will not. I think they are fair.
Okay, great. I'd like to see different opinions. So shall we have a vote? If you think that Della is the most important character, please raise your hand. Okay, thank you. If you think Jim is the most important character, please raise your hand. Okay, thank you. At least we have some votes on both sides, right? Even though Della gets more votes, I think one point to decide is that maybe we can see that from the value of the hair or the value of the watch. But another clue for us to know is that in the story, you will see there's more description about Della than Jim. We understand more about her personality. And I think from that perspective, we may think that, okay, so Della might be more important than Jim. But they make equal sacrifice for each other. Okay, thank you for the discussion, that's great. Now let's take a break, maybe 5 minutes, then we'll come back for more reports. Okay. Sorry. So pay attention to that because we are going to use them when we see a movie, maybe not this week, but next week, okay? Okay, now let's welcome the report on the holidays. Oh, sorry, 2 weeks from now. You are right, next week is a holiday, right? Yeah. So we won't have the report until 2 weeks from today. Okay, thank you for reminding me. Okay, now let's welcome Lily and Robin for the report on the plot.
Okay, I want to talk about a summary of the plot. And the plot is artistic.
Lily, that's the plot.
Plot.
Plot. Not pot, it's plot.
Okay, plot is artistic arrangement or a design of events in a story, or plot could be interpreted as main events of a play, novel, movie, or similar work. And a plot of story consists of exposition, complication, rising action, climax, falling action, and resolution, or denouement. point. And why plot is important, in my opinion, plot is the basic of a story because it enables a story contains a lot of things that the author wants to express. And the explosion in the story is introducing the characters and the background and he or her situation in the story. And from the gift of the Magi. Yeah. We can see that Della is in a situation that he don't have money to buy Christmas gift for June. And the rising action in the story is that Della has a deep confusion about what she could do. So she wants to sell her hair and get the money to buy a gift. And the climax is the peak of the story. It happens when June finally went home and they found out that they both sold their precious thing to buy gift for others. Yeah, and so the resolution of the story is that they put the present away and want to enjoy the dinner together. Yeah, so this is the plot of the story.
Okay. Okay. That's all? Okay, thank you. Okay, next, let's come to the report on the setting.
KJ is not here, so I report the settings.
Okay.
The settings refer to the time and the place of the story. And they are not only time and place, but also the relationship of time and place. So in the story, the gift of Magi, the place including Della and June's house and the store where Della sold her hair and bought the chain. And the time of the story is the Christmas Eve, when Della and June are worried about their economic situation to prepare the holiday, and to the time they exchange their gifts and have dinner together. This is the time of the story.
Okay. That's all. And what is the importance of the time? Christmas, yes. Why Christmas is important as the time for the story?
Because they expect to give to other on Christmas.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So sure, whenever we talk about Christmas, what kind of holiday is that? What kind of atmosphere it should have?
Warm and happy.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
And do you think we see warmth and happiness in the story?
Yes. In the end.
In the end, okay, good. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, good. Okay, next, on the point of view.
Point of view is the position of the narrator, and which can be divided into two types. One is participant narrator, and the other is non-participant narrator. Participant narrator tells the story from third-person point of view, starting with I, something. And non-participant narrator tells the story from third-person point of view, starting with he, she, it, or a name, something, something. And the ways the non-participant narrator can be divided into 3 types also. One is omniscient, another is of limited omniscience, and the last one is objective, like a bystander perspective. And I want to talk about the importance of the point of view. The author's point of view will directly affect the reader's outlook on the article. The reader's thinking are directly led by the way the author depicts things, and the author can decide that whether he wants the passage to be cold or emotional on the whole. And the summary of the gift of Magi. In the gift of Magi it is non-participant narrator, because the author tells the story by using Jim and Della, the name, and he, she, or it. In the 3 types of non-participant narrator, it is of limited omniscience. Instead of directly explain everything immediately, the author leads us to find the true meaning of love step by step. Yeah.
That's all? Okay. Thank you for the reading. I have one question for you. When you talk about omniscient point of view, what does that mean?
The author is like is supreme, like God, and all-knowing.
Yes, all-knowing. So the person who tells the story knows everything, right? Okay, thank you. Good. Okay, last. Sorry. About the themes of the story.
I summarize the part of theme. And there is one or more than one themes which can be explored by a literary work. And both Jim and Della couldn't use the present they received from each other. So one of the themes of the gift of the Magi is sacrifice sometimes can be pointless. But I think that sacrifice sometimes can be pointless is a negative thing. And I think Jim and Della's selfless love for each other is another positive thing. Yeah.
Okay, that's all?
Yeah.
So there's only one theme that you work out? That's how they sacrifice for each other?
And their selfless love for each other.
Their selfless love,
yeah.
Okay. That's all? Okay, thank you. Thank you for the report. I want to talk a little bit about the themes of the story. I know you have written something on the quiz, but can you share what are the ideas that you think the author tries to tell us through the story? Yeah, sure. What do you think?
We should not judge the body only by the number or other standards.
Okay, we should not judge the value simply by
superficial standards.
Okay, by very superficial standard.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's a good point. Okay, and Woody, what do you think about the themes?
When we talk about sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
We should not judge the price of the things just by their appearance.
Okay.
We need to think what the price is to a person.
Okay, or the value of one thing to the person. Okay. Okay, what else? Anyone? Yeah, Joseph?
I think the story wanted to tell us that when we are truly in love with someone, we can give up anything that is important to us just to make he or she happy.
Okay, great. Do you agree? Will you be willing to do that? If you really love someone, you'll sacrifice anything, including what you like the most, for that person, simply to make him or her happy. I think that's a good way to decide whether you love the person truly or not. Okay, what else? Robin, how about you?
The author is saying that
Okay, yeah, that's good that you mentioned about the holiday. So Christmas is the day reminding us that we should try to give rather than to receive. And I think that's why I asked about the importance of the time, Christmas. Yes, you are right, it's a season, it's a day that people should feel warm or happy and sharing the gift. It's a, you know, for all the holidays, we always expect something happy, but that's not the case with everyone, right? And that's why it's so important. Okay, what else? Judy, what do you think about the theme of the story? And Wendy is very tired, I can see. Okay, Judy, what do you think about the meaning of the story? Okay, it shows us a good way how people express love to other people. Okay, good. And what else? Claire, what do you think? The theme of the story. The same with Joseph, okay? Other different ideas? Jack, you have a different ideas? The same. Okay, we will think about that. Especially, you know, in the story, I don't know whether you agree with the author when it says that life is made of sobs, sniffles, and smiles. Yes, it's a complex sentence in paragraph 2. We will discuss this next week, okay, when we come to the conclusion. Okay, think about the themes. Next, let's have the report on the Cambodia. Okay, whose turn is that? Sorry, there's one part about the history of Valentine, right? So there's Joey, okay?
I'm going to report Valentine's Day. And Valentine's Day is a celebration of romantic love occurring annually on February 14. And although it is associated by legend with Catholic saint named Valentine, Valentine's Day is not a religious holiday. And next one is history of Valentine's Day. From paragraph 4 to 8, there is many ancient story of Valentine's Day. For example, there is a story of ancient Rome. It said that February 15 was the festival of the god of fertility. Okay, and however, this is talking about the connection between Saint Valentine and romantic love is not mentioned in any early histories. It is just a matter of legend. And the first record association of Saint Valentine's Day with romantic love was in the 14th century in England and France, where it was believed that February 14 was the day on which birds paired of two met. Yes, so this is the first record associated with Valentine's Day with love.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's all. Okay, thank you. Okay, next, Rita. It's Rita. Rita, right? Yeah.
We have to summarize.
Are you reporting on the Valentine traditions? Oh, okay. So no one is going to report on that. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay, now let's move on to the one on Cambodia. Who is in charge of that? Do you have anyone reporting on Cambodia? Oh, okay. That's Judy.
I'm going to summarize the report. Valentine's Day has been celebrated in Cambodia for only 10 years. However, most people misunderstand the meaning of it, especially the younger generation. The real definition of it is E for love, which includes family and friends, rather than E for lovers. As a result, many people intend to have sex on that day, which causes the wrong concept of sex and raise many social problems, such as abortion and AIDS. So the Cambodia Ministry of Women's Affairs decided to educate the teenagers about the correct concept.
Okay, that's all? Okay, thank you. Okay, so that's the situation in Cambodia. Now let's move on to Indonesia.
The problem is that not everyone in Indonesia celebrate Valentine's Day, and only young Indonesians out there who live in big cities celebrate it. And the reason is that it's the Valentine's Day's Christian origins. Yes, and because the Indonesians are Muslims, so they thought it's not that related to their religion. And the author's views, opinions is that it's simply a celebration of love, and every religion in this world believes in the power of love. And at the end, the author also extends the theme to not everything from the West is bad for all of us, and there's something that shouldn't follow. And also, there are things that Muslims don't want to learn from the West, such as an open society and freedom. Yes, thank you.
Okay, okay, thank you. Okay, so there's another viewpoint for us to see how the like Muslim consider Valentine a Western holiday. So the point is not about love or romance. The point is about is a holiday from the Christian society. Okay, I think there is one point in the information here reminding us how to see Valentine not as a holiday for lovers. No, it should be a holiday for love. There's a difference there. So it's not a day only for your girlfriend or boyfriend. It's a day that you show your love to your parents, to your friends, and even your teachers. You know, there's a holiday of love, not a holiday only for lovers. Okay, thank you for the report. The last thing we'll do for today, next week we'll have the report on a holiday in Taiwan, right? I know every group has decided the person that will report on that issue. And so today I will leave you some time so you can discuss among yourself. Okay, so first of all, I think you have to explain what kind of holiday is that, and the pros and cons. Why is a good holiday, and why is not a good holiday? And if possible, will you be able to change the holiday to a different way? Okay, so for each group, you have 10 minutes for the report. Today you have the time to discuss among yourself and decide how to split the job. And for all the homework, you will always get a group grade and also individual grade. But I think group 2 just told me that for that report, they will come together and give the presentation together. I think that's fine. The only rule is that we have 10 minutes for each group, and that's all. So you can discuss among yourself how you will present that topic. Okay, so now the time is yours. You can start your discussion. Okay, and also upload your PPT file by Thursday. We have the class on Friday, but upload your file by Thursday.